Now we just circle back into the science of what we adding on about. We touched on it before about like the heritage and being said the devil was given the power to rule and how that um, that you don't respond to that.
Yeah, I was
And subscribe to that. And that's something that you hear in our nation about power rule or power rule God or the yellow seed or the understanding seed. Can you give us your seed on that?
Well, as far as the seeds, Allah taught us that we're supposed to unite the seeds. So it was nothing wrong with him saying, "Oh, this person is a knowledge seed, this person is a wisdom seed." It's only showing, proving that everybody has a place. You know what I'm saying? In as far as 360 degrees. You know what I'm saying? So he never separated. So it was never based upon call somebody understand. See, that was never based on separation. That was based on inclusion. See, so he said, understand and add knowledge. For one to born God must one first do. One must begin by bringing him back to his what? Self. To his original what? To his father, right? You gotta bring him back to the knowledge. You gotta bring her back to the knowledge, right? So you take that understanding seed and you what? Bring it back.
Marry him on to the knowledge.
You marry him on what? So I got a black seed. I got a brown seed. You know what I'm saying? And we all supposed to have a black seed, a brown seed, and a yellow seed. So the law taught us. We won't hate nobody. We don't discriminate. We don't do that. That was never taught amongst us in our nation.
Well, in our nation we have a class. Like, seems like there is like that class of I'm the knowledge seed or the wisdom seed or
So that classification is based upon people exonerating the nature and the characteristic of that particular seed, right? So sometimes I used to joke around and I'd be like, when I do the knowledge, I'm the knowledge seed. When I manifest, I'm the wisdom. And when you see what I'm saying, I'm the understanding seed. You get what I'm saying? And, I'm an understanding seed. But I was saying that to make a point that if you're the knowledge seed, you should be privy to as far as what this knowledge is about. You know what I'm saying? If it's about you, then you have to show and prove how it's about you, right? And you should be proud that it's about you. So when brothers be like, "Oh, I'm the knowledge seed," I don't see nothing wrong with that. I see that the brother is proud. He's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're a wisdom seed, they be, "Oh, wisdom seed always talking, always doing that." In society, the brown seed and the yellow seed always had acceptance within the European social structure. You know what I'm saying? And they always would part of so they will always take understanding seed, a wisdom seed, right? And put them in a position of power as far as politics, as far as television, right? And they would take that and purposely try to put a negative stigmatism on the black seed, so that he wouldn't come up, he won't have that self pride and identity. You know what I'm saying? As being that dominant father of civilization, right? So yeah, so they always did that. They put us against each other. They put the yellow people on top on purpose. On purpose. On TV, on everything. So it's not a question of why some, I'm gonna say some, Nahlejj, dark-skinned brothers would not or hate a yellow or light-skinned brother. I understand that. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand that.
And it don't bother me none, because I know that they fell victim to the rules and regulations that was put to continue on the grafting process. So if a dark-skinned brother hates me, then I feel sorrow for them for their lack of knowledge. I feel like they wasn't taught properly. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if a yellow seed try to exonerate and put themselves above with who they origin, who they are, who they fathers, the Bible say honor thy mother and father, right? So we can't forget our ancestors who are still on the earth walking. Our ancestors, everybody talk about the ancestors. Oh, we want to give the ancestors. You the ancestors. Cut that out. First of all, we are the ancestors today. Undoubtedly, we are who our forefathers was today. Who they was then, we are that today. So we ain't gotta ask no ancestors for nothing. The ancestors is manifested through everything we do. It's in our DNA. So that is like mystery, ghost talk for people that that's as deep as they could go. They have they caught up in rituals and all that. Fine. But we in this day and time, we got to come together because that's what they wanted, right? When you read William Lynch, and they get the old against the young, and the young against the old, and then the light against the dark, and the dark against, and then slavery. They had the pagan tribes against the fight against the Muslim tribe, and then the Muslims, so when they try to escape from the slave master, they couldn't. Because why? Because me and him don't pray the same. Because we can't, because he prayed to Shango and he's doing Salah, and because of this, they never got away. Because they never want another denomination or another ethnicity of blackness to be the spearhead of any operation. So we are a self-defeated people, right? This is what we do. We destroy each other. When we see somebody coming up, right? What they do? Crabs in the barrel, pull them down, right? You ever see the ants? The ants will build a bridge, and they will find a way to get to the other side. So we got to move like the ants, not like the crabs. You got people that pull you down every time you're trying to build, and you add a brick, and they take your brick out, and they say, that's not how it's done. I'm going to put my brick there. And then the other person said, no, that's not how it's done. This is how you put the brick down. Oh, that's clever, but I'm going to do a little bit better than you. Take that brick out. But you know what? Keep taking the brick out, and you should have left that brick there. Keep adding your brick, and then we reach the top of the zenith or the pyramid. We reach the eye. But if I destroy what my brother built, and my brother tried to destroy what I'm building, then how are we building? Now Cypher, I'm gonna add on my way. This is how it's supposed to be done, and that's the only way. See, that's not infinite knowledge. That's not universal knowledge. So we have to be more flexible in our thinking and our interpretation, and not get lax in our research, and not take things on face value. Because somebody sound right or they speak well, we take it on face value, and we don't do the research, and we regurgitate information, and then we claim it, and we make ourselves proud for our people's past achievements. What are we individually or collectively are achieving today as a people? And that's what we got to continue to do, to carry on what our forefathers left for us. And then we could truly be secure in our knowledge. Then we could boast, and we could be proud once again.
Well, see, you say forefathers is interesting because some of the forefathers were slave masters.
That too.
And that's something to acknowledge.
That too. So with that, in the realm of like the here and now, and knowing what's right from wrong, we have to be responsible. See, this is what the European man, is not doing. He's not holding his people liable for the condition and the state that the black man's in this day and time. He's totally ignoring that, right? And we keep trying to bring that to trial. We ask for reparations, we ask for this and that. He's made his mind not to acknowledge that what his forefathers did, right? So if our forefathers was slave masters, which a lot of them might have been or have been, because even black men had slaves, and a lot of us had each other in captivity before the European even learned the science, right? So let's keep it funky, right? So, but that don't make it right in this day and time, and we decided that this is not that's not our lifestyle. It's not our culture. In this day and time, we should not be trying to lie, steal, or cheat, or master any original man in this day and time. But we know and we agree that that's devilish, man. So this is the realm of us making reprimand. At least if we did and inflict any harm on our own people, whether we was overseers or whatever, we know that's people personal history. But now we got a chance to change that. Somebody was in slavery and they gave you the whip to crack over your brother's back. You know what I'm saying? That's how wicked shit was, and it still is. When a black man will inflict you because he got a badge and a gun, or deal with you in the same manner, right? So, but in this day and time, we say that's not us. Black on black crime, being quick to kill your own brother. We said in this day and time, that's not us. This is not the nation of gods and earths represent. We are not a gang, right? We said we are not a gang. Why? Because we took full responsibility that we don't want to be held liable for killing our own people. Not what? No, not nowadays, right? Not in these days. Not in these days and time. It might have happened in the 80s and the 60s, and we're not doing that no more. So it's about unity, right? This gang, that, yo hablo español, now we all together. Like, let's do this. That's what we about. And that's what I learned as far as combining the seeds, right? Combining the seeds. That's what I learned. Because you got grafting out, and then you got what? Grafting back to the original. And I'm not talking about Yaku's creation. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about all those that was mixed, diluted, and what? Tampered with.
If Mecca did this,